guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nyake and I run this little channel on this little corner of the internet. I'm actually really jazzed that you found this space. I do typically content on skincare, hair care, a little bit of lifestyle, and bullet journaling. And today we are going to bullet journal. This is the first of our monthly meetings where we sit down in the journal. I've not been very consistent on here because I just have a lot on my plate and I need to take away some of the a lot on my plate. And unfortunately, this has been one of the places where I've been sitting back a lot. But I have been posting regularly on my socials, on my Instagram at Just Her KE and Just Her Journals, and that's where you can catch me most of the time, especially if you have questions. So today we are going to set up for January. I decided not to use a new bullet journal just because mine was more than half empty. So I'm going to be using my older journal, but we might switch up things later on, maybe in February or in March, to a new journal, and I'm going to show you how to set this up. So meanwhile, let's grab a cup of something. If you're setting up with me, I'm sorry we're late, but if you're setting up with me, definitely take your bullet journal and let's start setting up for January. So welcome guys, and I hope you like it here. For January, I decided to go with coffee because coffee is one of those things that just signifies beginnings. The way people really love coffee and depend on it to wake up really goes with beginnings. So I decided to go that with January. I don't take coffee myself. Not that I can't, but I prefer not to because I have problems sleeping, so I just don't want to increase unnecessarily my caffeine intake. So that's where we are. But for the cover page, I decided to go with a quick latte and just draw and experience. I got this new markers from TOMBOW, the dual brush pens, and I've been really enjoying trying to work with them, trying to learn how they work and everything. So I decided to go for a really quick latte and I wrote January over there. I finished with washi tape. These two sets I got from Jumia and I really love them. They're very simple and I like it. I'm going to make a video later talking about what I use and what is in my stationery collection so far, because it's a big request that I keep get asked about, and I do need to show you where I get them from. Now the next page is my quote page, and for this quote page it was actually very special because I wrote something that I actually like from a book that was such a big blessing for 2020, and that is the book by Mark Manson, and it is the Everything is Fucked book. So the quote is love the suckage, and I am really trying to love the process. Now it's something that I'm really learning to like, but I've been struggling with because I always kind of shove my problems and I kind of hope for a better tomorrow, but I am learning to enjoy the process and live and work with the process. One of the things that 2020 gave me was being aware of myself and sitting with my emotions, and I feel like this quote really goes with that, and I just want to remind you guys to really love the suckage. I finished off with really cute coffee bean doodles and a little latte as well. The coffee bean doodle was amazing. Like, it was literally the easiest and the most amazing thing I've done. Like, I just like how it turned out, and it's simple and it's cute and it's nice. For the printable, we're also doing coffee. It's kind of similar to this one. You need to go check it out. If this is a little bit too much work for you, I have a printable. You just print it by yourself on your own terms, whatever size you want, and you can use it to do the same thing, just with much less struggle, I guess. Yeah. So this month I decided to do a single page calendar because my calendars have pretty much been empty and I've not been filling them in as much. For January especially, the plan is not to do so many things. I'm kind of scaling back a little bit, so I didn't need a whole highlight / planner page, so I just did one calendar page on a single page. I went in with coffee colors again this month. I've just been using the browns. I'll put the colors of markers that I've used on the description bar below, but I went with browns and I did my usual calendar and my growth tracker. I included both my Instagram pages. You just observe them. We are really getting to 100. Maybe by the time this video is up, we'll be at 100 at just her journals. But I have two pages. One I share lifestyle, the other I share exclusively journal content. So if that's your kink, that's where you go. I finished off the page with a little travel cup size coffee, and I really like how it turned out. The next was my mood tracker. So because whatever I usually do, I try and name it mood something, like mood kites, mood beans, like that. So this month we have our mood tracker being our mood beans. It was just a collection of coffee beans pouring into a cup. That's what I decided. I counted there 31 pieces, one for every single day, and I'm gonna color in my moods. I usually go with 5 moods. We've talked about this before. Check September, October, and November spreads. They're all there, and I usually basically do the same things, just color code it and share. This time I decided to go with colors from the skin tone palette of the TOMBOW because it's mostly browns and reds and pinks, so it just works well with the whole thing. The beans are pouring into a cup. I've just been drawing lattes this whole time. I like it, so you can't blame me. The next we have the habit tracker. So my habits as well, usually 9 habits that I will peak. I haven't shown you guys this here, but you're gonna have to check out just her journals page. We'll have a whole post dedicated to it, and we'll talk about the habits that I've picked this month, so check that out. But I decided to go with my usual blocks. I shade in every box every day. One box stands for each day, and I went with coffee colors again. It looks amazing. I like it, and I give my boxes shadows because they just look slightly bougie like that, and I really love it. Then my gratitude log again, because gratitude is something that I'm practicing, just carrying from 2020 to 2021, and I just try and really track things that made me feel happy, made me feel nice every single day when I remember, because they help me to know that my life doesn't really suck as much as I think it does. I've been really struggling with mood, and that does help me to put things into perspective, so it's a really important spread in my journal. The next I have January goals, and usually I put gratitude and goals on the same page because one is calling for accountability, another one is calling for appreciation, and it's just something like when you see them, you need to see them at the same time. So you're like, oh my god, I have not, or I have met my goals, and that makes me feel happy, or if I haven't, I still have this really good things going on for me. Again, I started doing this thing where I have 4 categories. I have my health goals, my ass goals, which is technically relationship, not ass, my relationship goals, my career goals, and then my personal and self-care goals in there that I do then write and plan for during the month. Again, it's something that helps me to put things into perspective. When I was making this, I actually realized I hit, I think, 2/3 of last month's goal, so that's so cool. And then my brain dump, which is also known as the place where I can actually go and do whatever big art piece I want to. Again, I went to the latte. I'm kind of boring with this latte thing, but I don't know, I was just excited about just trying the macas and latte and coffee beans, and I just wrote a little brain dump, and it looks really nice. It could arguably be my favorite page of the spread. I really went in with the lettering, like it makes me so happy. Then lastly, but definitely not least, is my weekly spread. So my weekly spread usually consists of maybe 4 parts. I have, of course, the title, then I have my sleep tracker, I have my next week sort of monthly date tracker, I have my notes, and then I have my daily spreads. And this time I decided to change the setup a little bit. I started with the monthly title and then the sleep tracker on there and the notes, and then at the bottom I put my daily spreads, and it works really well. I actually really like it. I did put some small doodles of my lattes, my coffees, my dark coffees, my frappuccinos, everything in there, just to make it look really nice and coffee themed, as well as use just brown markers, very coffee related, and I really like how it turned out. So that's my January spread. Very simple. I've been trying to really simplify my spreads and enjoy them at the same time. And remember, you can also download this spread up to March, January, February, and March from Etsy. You just pay a little appreciation token and you can purchase them and just fill in like the rest of us. And I hope to see you in February. So meanwhile, just check how the journal looks like, and I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you later. Bye.